Hey, welcome to BeEazy Podcast. I got my guest, Julio.
How we doing? How we doing, sir?
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for stopping through, man.
Yes, sir. You already know. Feel like it's been a long time coming already. We got introduced by a mutual friend, So it was just inevitable. It was like when this was gonna happen for me,
True. Man, I appreciate you. Shout out Albert,
Yes,
everybody
sir.
at home. Go tune in to Hypocritical Podcast. Definitely another Sacramento podcast that's up on the come up. So don't sleep.
Yes, sir. Damn, bro. Where do I even start? I've been off for a little bit. Been taking a little hiatus from my podcast right now. I've been in the hat game pretty deep. Like not even like laughing. It's not a joke. It's kind of an obsession. It's supposed to be a hobby. But I've just been buying hella hats, bro.
That one dope.
Yeah, snapback hats. I've been like raffling them, buying them to sell them. It's been fun.
I seen you on Instagram.
It's
A
been
lot
fun.
of people. I think I came in a little bit too late. I was gonna raffle off a hat. I was like, oh, he had that Oakland Raiders, and I think what was that? That was that Green Bay hat too. I was like, oh shit, that was nice.
Yeah, bro. I try to keep clean hats. Like especially, I first started like collecting hats in, what was it? Like maybe like 8 months ago, 6 months ago, and I started getting very like I was just like, oh shit, these are cool hats. Shout out to OJ. I forget your handle, bro, but shout out to OJ. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. If you guys follow me at least, and are in the hat community, he put me on. He runs a live, and he'll auction off different hats and have different vendors go on.
Okay.
Which is pretty dope. So like I tapped into that, and I was like, oh shit, got my first couple hats, and I just bought like 20 to 30 hats, bro. And I'm like, I have way too many fucking hats. Like, what the fuck? There's only like 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. I can't wear them all. So I started flipping them, trying to flip them, sell them for what I got them for at least. And then I started seeing more hats. Like, oh shit, like there was levels to it.
Definitely.
So I went all in, bro. I started getting like better hats, and like you start buying in bulk. You start paying a little higher price for the top tier hats. And then you create like homies within the community. Shout out to everybody who's blessed me with some hats and purchased hats and taps into the raffles. It's just a cool community, bro. It's pretty cool. There's some hate that goes on in there too, but you already know how that goes.
Can you explain the little raffle process for the people who never seen it?
Yeah. So what we do, I don't know if this is even legal, but allegedly we're doing these things.
Matter of fact, hey, just tap in. Look at his handle and go win you a hat. It's about $15.
Yeah, man, get a cool ass hat. It's been a hobby of mine, and there's a lot of people who are real collectors who take this very seriously, spending thousands on hats, like on one hat. So it's like it's like shoe. It's like the shoe game. Just it's the hat game. It's pretty cool.
I see you, bro. You've been popping. Like I go on live and then I'll be like, oh shit, it's like 15 people in here. Like literally going back and forth for hats and shit, and bro, then it's like a certain you only can get 15. So after 15, you cut. You gotta wait for the next game.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, I want to do that shit. But I got you next week.
No, yeah, it's a cool little hustle. You know what I mean? Like it's some people like it, some people don't. It is what it is. Make your money. That's how I look at it.
Bro.
Yeah, no, that's how I look at it. I get more people in my lives for the hats than I did for my podcast. So hey. Shout out, you know what I mean? No, but it's just been fun, man. Like I said, I was doing the podcast, the FullCircle Mentality podcast. Go catch up on any episodes if you missed any. You know what I mean? There's about 103 or 4 out or something like that. And I've been doing it. I had been doing it for a while, and I felt like I wasn't getting any better. You know what I mean? So I had to take a step back because this craft. It's skills, it's hard work. You have to respect the game in whatever aspect, hats, podcast, your everyday job, what pays you, music, exactly. So if you're not giving that, whatever it is you're doing 100%, it's almost a disrespect. And for me, it's such a big part of my life that I had to I was like, I can't do this right now, So I took a step back, and I just took some time to think, have fun, not stress. And I got into hats, and you kind of saw what you were doing wrong, where you can fix things, and you're just ready for the level up, for the next level. Just there's levels to everything, and you can't be an amateur forever. You can't keep making the same mistakes. Like something what you were just saying earlier. You know, we make mistakes, but are we learning from them? If I'm making the same mistake over and over, bro, what are you doing? You know, disrespecting what the hell you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're disrespecting yourself and the art. So, had to take a step back.
Got to. Sometimes you need that refresher, man.
Had to hit the reset real quick. And it's not like a reset, like everything just, it's all fucking daisies and fucking rainbows. You know what I mean?
Podcast now, you know?
Yeah, and the podcast stopped. You work, you're still dealing with everything in life. And what I realized is, like, life is what you make it every single day. When I stopped doing the podcast for a little bit, I got kind of down on myself, got a little depressed, you know what I mean? It was a little funk. I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't do this. Like, did I give up? What the hell was going on? And through that, you know, you grow. There's always, like, peaks and valleys in life. And then I started to get, like, the energy, started to get happy again, started thinking about the podcast, all the things that I could fix. Went through, like, the little bad time. It's just, how would you say? It's not a bad time. You know, it was just a time of me reflecting.
Character building.
Yeah, character building. Exactly, my man. Character building. You had to, gut check time. I had to look at myself in the mirror, what was going on. So after I initially cut it off, I got depressed. And then after that, I was like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? You know, let myself go a little bit. Got real introverted. And then I was like, enough is enough. You start going to the gym. Start eating, like, good things. Doing positive for yourself again, man. Everything that I believed in, what I anchored a belief in. Full circle mentality. That's what that shit is. It's anchoring down no matter what. Yeah, there's a bad time, but where are we at? We're still holding it down, you know? You bend, but you don't break. So, here we are. Cheers.
Gotta keep going. This podcast hella dope if y'all haven't checked it out, man. Yeah. I'm definitely telling you, like, right now, it's like elevation. There's nothing but elevation. It's no bullshit. People teaching you how to do stocks. Like, definitely, bro, go tune in.
Yeah, it's what I try to bring every episode, just like you do. You want to bring somebody who had the same drive as you, had the same will as you, you know? Hey.
Shout out.
Right? And that's what I try to do, put guests on who know how to have a good time, who love what they do, who are driven. And then sometimes I just had my homies on and we shot the shit and got high and drunk. And fuck, some of those, bro, were like the most viewed. They were so funny. I listened back to some of that shit and I'm like, oh God, bro.
It's just fun times.
It is. And it's just different because I think it's stapled in time. That's there for everybody to hear. When we were growing up, you know, we had, you know, CD players and shit. You know, I had a little bit of it. I had tape still a little bit.
Right.
So nothing was permanent. Like, if you lost that CD or tape, like, you didn't have it no more. You know, MySpace came along a little bit later, but as far as like the internet, this shit's kind of a trip.
Definitely, you couldn't text your homies to tell you if you was at home. You had to see if they bike was there.
No, yeah, exactly. You see the bike, you're like, oh fuck, he's not here. All right.
Damn, they gone.
You go down the block, you see all the bikes. You know what I mean, on the side of the house. You're like, oh, they're here. Bah, bah, bah.
That's, man, kids growing up different nowadays, man. Definitely. But you did had a nice episode with Albert with the 81 shots.
Oh yeah, bro.
That was a funny ass episode. That was a good time.
Go check that out. Hypocritical AF podcast. The YouTube. It's the visuals are pretty funny. That's where I met Will. Was that when I first met you?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
You and Peasy.
Yep, we were right there.
Shout out Peasy.
I got turned, bro. Go trip out. Go listen. Go view that episode, and I'll tell you a little story. So after we were drinking, we had 81 shots of beer. We drank some champagne. I got handed a backwood maybe during the podcast on the side. I had to go to Denny's to go eat, bro. I got there and I was just like spinning. I had to go yak real quick. I got right and then I ate and I felt better. You know what I mean? It was the champagne and beer.
The 81 shots.
Yeah, right.
Literally 81 shots of beer.
Don't do it. You know what I mean? Don't do it if you don't have to. But if you're going to be on a podcast and you're going to be celebrating an 81st, you know, episode with
81
the homie
for
Albert,
Kobe.
You got to put it down. You know what I mean?
Definitely, bro. Definitely. The hats, man. I'm gonna need a hat.
I got you, bro. You already know.
I'm gonna need a hat.
Honestly, I was gonna bring you one, and I forgot it at the house. It's one of our FullCircle ones, though. It's a snapback. It's one of our. We had it embroidered by some guy back home, South County Embroidery. the homie hooked us up, and it's pretty fresh, man. We have a patch on the side, like it's the FC World Series 2020, and on the front it's all embroidered. It's like the Giants logo, but it just says FullCircle. You know.
Hey, tap in the FullCircle. Anybody that's want to shout out any merch or anything, don't be afraid to come to BeEazy Podcast. I have it sitting up here. Everybody looking at it. It's a memory, you know. Yes, 2023. I'm all about enriching people, trying to figure out the value, and come up. It ain't nothing else to talk about. Like, let's just do work.
Exactly. When you're in that mindset, I think do you think it's hard to stay in that mindset, in that kind of grind mode all the time?
It depends. It wear on you. You know, yeah. Like literally, you going home or doing 8 to 10 hour shifts.
Yeah.
And then you gotta edit it. But the joy that you get after you get everything done, it feel amazing. Just like working out. That shit hurt. But when you look in the mirror, you be like, oh shit, I see a little bicep vein.
You see the gains.
So you just gotta take it with strive, you know. Mm-hmm. But always like literally have time for yourself. That's the hardest thing about this podcast. I haven't found that time for myself because I was like, how could I make it a little bit better every day?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it, I just drop every Sunday. Let me just drop 2 times a week. And then my mind clicked like 3. I was like, fuck it, 3 times. And then ever since I've been dropping 3 times a week.
How long do you think you're gonna be doing that? Is that gonna be for the rest of the career, or is that just what's going on for like the next 6 months? How did you break that down? Or have you have you got there yet? Or right now that's just we're fucking in it. You know what I mean?
Just in it, man.
We're fucking in it.
I'm really trying to do like 6 a day. You know?
Yeah,
I'm trying to just do it.
Yeah.
Because if I get the editing down a little bit better, then the videos come out a little bit faster. But this is art. I'm not trying to rush it. This is all memories. I can look back on this shit when I'm 50 years old.
Yeah.
Telling people like, look, I was doing this shit, whatever the fuck it may be, you know?
Yeah. No. And for me, I met you there at Albert's, and you were actually going to an open mic. So for me and everybody who's viewing me, they might not know necessarily what you got going on, but you're a rapper, right? An artist.
Yep.
Yeah. So when did that start, man? Like, where's that story originate from? If you've told it on the podcast, I'm sorry.
No.
You know what I mean? But
I haven't.
Yeah. Like.
Well. Yeah, I've been rapping for since I was 14, 15 years old.
Okay.
Pretty dope. And then I got a couple videos on YouTube, and I just been going back and forth. I got a lot of music, but I haven't dropped anything. Okay. I don't have an album yet, but I got 6 notebooks full of music. You get what I'm saying? I gotta figure it out. That's why I bought the Focusrite. I bought the Mac Mini over there. We finna just get to it.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm just gonna drop consistent. But at this moment, I'm just getting hella people that's rappers and shit like that that's actually up and coming. Because I'm still going to open mics. I'm still rapping. Shout out Freestyle Friday. I'll be there tomorrow.
Freestyle Friday. Check them out tomorrow.
Bro, I'm all these open mics, I'm still clowning. But the crazy part is they see me. They're like, oh, this dude from the podcast. But then I start rapping. They're like, damn, dude from the podcast rap.
Yeah, okay. So they see who you are because of the podcast. And they're like, oh, he can rap. And that's how they met you. You know, you did the podcast initially.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a new audience?
That's what I came through. I literally was just grabbing motherfuckers and just hey, first I'm listening to the crowd, you know. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I'm like, yeah, I got a podcast. And I was like, oh, it's cool. That's what's up. And then I start rapping. They're like, oh, shit. Or it'd be I'd be the last one to rap. And then I kill the shit. And I'm like, hey, I got a podcast. And they're like, oh, shit, let's get on the podcast. But it's been nothing but great energy. Shout out everybody that came through. I got nothing but spitters. Y'all know what's going on. 20th episode, we got something special. We doing everything from the bottom. You don't gotta have too much of nothing, bro. You just gotta really have good energy. And just, bro, be blessed. And work hard. Don't think this shit just come to you, bro. You just gotta work hard too.
No, yeah, it's a grind, man, and people don't understand it. It's more than just sitting down and recording. You know, it might be. Let's say, because we both create, right? So we sit back and we think about that last episode we did, and sometimes we think fuck, man, was that even a good one? You start critiquing yourself, this, that, and the other, and that's just what's going in your mind. You know what I'm saying? What about the setup? What about, what it take to get that shot, right? What's the lighting? What's the video camera? What are they using? How are they even transmitting this shit to everybody? What are they recording with the microphones? Day in and day out, it's a fucking grind. So it's like not as easy as just coming on here and bullshitting. You know what I mean? There's a lot more that goes into this. It's just a grind, man. You gotta work. You gotta do it. Get piggybacking was just the energy. Is you gotta keep that energy. You know, it's that energy is what makes that whole grind like happen. I think, you know.
True.
Because it can get bad, but if you keep that positive around you, you have that homie who texts you or calls you, checks in on you. You have that, you know, the universe will send a message to you, bro. Like when you're doing good and you're grinding and you're working hard, I think the universe conspires to help you or whatever greater power. They really do want to see you win, you know.
That's facts.
But life will also challenge your ass, and it'll hit you with the lesson that you've been dealing with this over and over and over again. And can you get past that shit? If you can get past those stupid little fucking...
And you solid.
You're good, man. Keep the good energy around you. That's what it's about. That's how you get better, I think.
Man, being someone that have like 108 episodes, and I'm only on like episode 14 right now. What's some advice that you can give me?
Have fun, bro. Have fun. Stay consistent with it. And just try to elevate, even if it's just one aspect of the podcast every single day. I think that will overall help you progress. You know what I mean? It's not all at once, is what I realized. You're not gonna have it in a year or two, or maybe maybe you do. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's get this
2023.
Let's go.
We're going for the
Let's just get this on TikTok. We'll get the views up. That's how people get paid now, right? I think YouTube. Let's go. But it's still a grind, right? So there's levels to it. Year 3, let's say we're making money, but still year 6 we're making more money. Maybe it's year fucking 15 and we get where it's you're looking at the sunset at the top of the fucking mountain finally. It's not gonna happen overnight, you know. You might be done with level 1 in 3 or 4 years, but there's levels to this shit again. Patience. But that's what I've learned, bro. Patience
is a virtue, man.
Yeah.
But if your work ethic is pretty nice, man, you can have anything that you want, bro. Just you gotta work though. I learned that, like, literally, you gotta work. I'm working hellas, bro. Sometimes I don't feel like even doing a podcast because I just got a podcast yesterday, or I'm doing other podcasts, or some shit fucking up with my hard drive. But I'm still creating. I'm still pushing them out. I'm still making sure they're clean. Yeah. If it's not right, then I'm not rocking with it. And I still got damn near the half of February booked up already.
Let's go, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited to be back too in the future. I'm gonna look at this one and be like, I'm gonna fix this about you. You got too high right here at this time, man.
Yeah, as soon as when you come back with your podcast, I'm definitely want to be.
Bro, guest. For sure. I reached out to a lot of artists already, musical and people who like do art. They paint, oil canvas and oil.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Check out the next podcast.
I will definitely. So I got a lot of people that I have in mind, and that, you know, we've touched base already. So some familiar faces, a lot of new faces that are gonna be coming to the podcast, and I'm excited for that. Is to have just to have that, you know, that from that time off, I just have like an urge, bro, to just speak, whether it's good or not. I just want to talk, you know what I mean? And I notice it just more at work. I'm fucking chatting people's ears off, and they're looking at me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro, shit, you know? And I'm like, you know what? I think I got to do the podcast again, you know? I got to talk some bullshit. I got to say some shit. I got to, like, get made fun of again. Like, come on, you know? Like, bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it the fuck on. I'm excited for what's coming next, you know? Because there's no bullshit anymore. Bullshit's done, you know? Bullshit's over.
We wasting time.
Wasting time, bro. You look, bro, I don't know how old you are. I'm 30. Gonna be 30 in April. So it's like, fuck, where the fuck did time go?
Bro, I'm finna be 32 Monday.
Happy early birthday. Let's go.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So when this comes out, will it be past your birthday? Or when you drop? Yeah, right?
I don't know. It depends on when I got like 2 more videos that I gotta edit.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be a happy early birthday then. Yeah. Or when it comes out, it'll already be past. So happy early belated birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because I think on my birthday, I got a car show. So I'm going to do that as the podcast.
Oh, nice.
I'm thinking about buying an X3 camera and just going crazy.
Do it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm planning on doing.
Nice. Any plans day of birthday? You know, good dinner or anything? Anything lined up? Treat yourself to a fat T-bone steak or something like that?
I don't know. I don't really got nothing really planned, you know. Not for real. I'm trying because I'm getting a little bit older. Like the clubs and shit, that shit don't excite me no more.
No, I hear you.
Going to
I
the
agree.
bars, we got liquor in the crib, we got weed. Like it's different levels. It's levels to this shit.
Yeah. You're like,
know?
I could just do this shit at home. What?
Yeah, bro.
Say less. You know, I can invite friends over. What? I could
And
not
we kick
fucking
it, bro.
drink and drive.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, Uber. Uber's a big thing. Uber's I think a lifesaver for sure. Right?
I wouldn't call. Yeah, I called a homie before I called Uber.
For real?
Damn right.
Why?
Albert, if I'm drunk, you gonna pull up. I already know. Juno, if I'm drunk, you gonna pull up. Hack, if I'm drunk, you gonna pull up. And Joe. So, nah, I ain't calling no Uber.
No Uber?
Nah.
Do you shoot any of the homies any feds, any burgers? They stop for food or anything like that? Or
Oh, we smoking the whole ride, bro.
Okay.
we smoking.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, stop by my car. Let me get the woods, and I'm just back and forth.
There you go. Hey, man, you got a clean shoe game over here. You got the taxis. You got the cool grays. You know what I'm saying?
You got the pine greens on.
Hey, I know, but man, you know what I'm saying? I had the cool grays. I remember I got them in, they released in 11, I think, or 10. Mm-hmm. I forget. And I got them in 2012. I got them off Flight Club. And then I resold them like years later, like 8 to 10 years later to one of my homies for like $150. I think they're worth like resale and the condition they were in. I think they were worth at least like, I don't know. They were worth some cash. I was like, damn. I gave him the jug. I think he sold them too.
Yeah, that's what they.
The way it is, right?
I never had no ones, man. I gotta buy some ones.
No, honestly,
pine greens.
Do you have any of the dunks that everybody be wearing?
I did. I got the turkey dunks.
Oh, okay.
So I got those. I lost on the panda dunks. I was trying to get those this week that just came out again.
Yeah. The resale is crazy.
Yeah, it's just
even
80,
on those.
$80. But if you go to GOAT, only thing you paying is like another $85 plus $20 shipping. If you really want the
it's
shoes.
like an extra $100. Yeah,
if you really want it, you know.
Which isn't bad, you know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, like, you know, I was gonna get the they're all white with like a silver gray swoosh. I think they came out recently. I forget what they're called, like pearl or like premium. I forget what they were. They were like $180 resale. I don't know what they were like when they came out, but I didn't think that was too bad. Probably gonna pop those.
The sneaker game been getting crazy lately, but it kind of calmed down.
Yeah.
After the red and white cherries, I didn't get those either. But after that, everything kind of calmed down. It was a lot of hype beast shit going on.
Yeah, people would drive the cost of things up ridiculous amounts. Like I've seen the hat game, prices have fluctuated just in the time that I've been in there. Like hats that I was seeing like on auctions that were rare, right, are a lot more common now. So hats that were worth like, let's say for example, $200, like 130, 140. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Which hat's more valuable, the snapbacks or the
fitted?
The fitted.
I guess there's just different communities for everything. I know people who argue that fitteds are better than snapbacks because of the way they fit, and snapbacks are better because of the way they fit. They have the same arguments, I like them both. I'm just fucking with it's like the snapback game essentially right now. There's different. It's crazy how I know about this shit. There's like different tags on hats that just make a hat more valuable, like a sports specialty hat, made in Korea or made in Bangladesh or made in Taiwan. They all have different fittings. So people want they want the one from Korea or wherever it may be.
Okay.
So it's a trip just to even get to the point where you understand that. I was like, oh shit, like that's a thing. No wonder that hat's more.
So what's a gym for someone right now? Like one gym if they out there looking for hats, trying to come up in a hat game. Not to give all your sauce.
Yeah, I guess anybody who wanted a cool ass hat, I just tell them to look for something that was in the 90s. Like for me, I'm really into the way the shadows look right now. They're like block letters, and on the back, their stitching is like it's like a block letter, right? So the shadowing is the color of the team, like the Cowboys. You know what I mean? So it's just shadowed on it, and it has like the emblem on the right side. That's pretty sick. I like those right now. Plain logo hats are pretty sick. It's pretty much a hat that has like a Raider shield on it. It'll have like a sports specialty side on the sports specialty hit on the side over here, and then the tags there'll be sports specialties on the inside and shit like that. So people are really picky when it comes to like tags. It's pretty interesting.
Damn.
It's crazy. Like you think like this brand new hat that's that has tags on it that's in mint condition would go for like maybe a lot more than $25, you know, but that's what it goes for.
That's crazy.
It's just because it's like a little bit more common. The material's not as great, you know. It's just, you know. So,
is there any main hat that you're looking for that's on your radar right now?
Yeah, actually, there's this Boston Celtics splash.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like you'll have like the Boston Celtic logo. I'm a Celtic fan. So it's the Celtic logo here, and it's like in threes. So it's like, let's say it's green, white, and black, and it's like a splash across, like a paintbrush, like 3 paintbrushes went across.
Okay.
So the whole color is like, let me take this out. So the whole color is like, you know, green, white, and black all the way around. So it's like a splash look. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pretty sick. Check that out.
Yeah, they're pretty sick. New Era actually did a drop that mimicked one of the old school designs. They're called Stooths, or like shark tooths, whatever. Shark tooth, Stooth. Don't sue me. They're like fucking shark fins that go like, that look like, you know what I mean? There's like fins, like 4 different ones, and it'll have like the Cowboys logo here. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen that one.
I'll send them to you. So I'll send them to you.
I'm gonna put it on the screen. They looking at it right now.
Okay, so yeah, it's a Cowboy Stooth. It'll be easy Google. Cowboy or Eagle Stooth, right? There's Niner Stooth, whatever the fuck, Stooth, right? That it's just a hat, and they're pretty cool, man. I think they're pretty sick. They're pretty sought after. Those hats go anywhere from like, I've seen them go from like $80 to fucking $1,000, bro.
Damn, people paying $1,000 for a hat.
Yeah, man. There's this dude that like buys hats. His tag is, I think, like at Jacob Carroll or some shit. This fool, if the hat's mint condition and it's rare, he'll fucking cop it. It's crazy. People will spend money, bro. I've seen it was I don't know if you've ever seen it. The Dodgers logo, it used to be like a different blue, red, and white.
Nah.
So that colorway, it's a blue brim, a white hat, a white dome, and it's a blue L, and then there's red around it, and then there's like white stitching around it as well. That's
nice.
So, and then the MLB hit on the side, like right here in the back. That shit went for, I think, like $1,200 bucks, brand new.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts, bro. Like, people getting their pockets over these hats.
I gotta get me a couple hats, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And some people, you can go thrifties, you know what I mean? People are that's where they're getting them. They're thrifting them. They're getting them at yard sales. They're fucking going to estate sales. They're looking at abandoned houses on the side of the road, like in the Midwest and shit. There's this dude that I follow who's a vintage reseller, and he's on the site in Bandos, fucking looking for antiques and shit. It's fucking nuts, bro. And people make you find something that's somebody's garbage, and you make $400 off it, or $1,000, $20 off someone's garbage. Still,
yeah.
I think it's interesting. I definitely like to pick, like, go look for shit too. Just a little hobby.
Yeah, my homie, he started up his whole little thing about that. Secondhand hustle downtown Broadway. Go check him out. But he literally got a whole vintage shop, and it's just nothing but dope ass jackets and clothes. Yeah, sure. So and you just looking like, oh shit, this shirt like $40. And it's like,
you'll see tags in there for like $100 shirts.
Definitely. And then I Googled this shirt, I'd be like, oh shit, that's $100 shirt.
Yeah. Like, it's a trip. I'm about to hit him up, man. I have a whole bunch of hats that I can get off there too. You know what I mean?
Hey, fuck around.
I'm always buying some, selling some. I'm always in the mood to increase someone's business. You know.
Everybody got to elevate. You never know who you might rub the right hands with.
You know what's you ever watch The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, right? So I just started watching The Sopranos like literally this year, and the way the dialogue, the way Tony speaks to everybody, he's always like in his own fucking mode, you know, like no matter his fucking emotion, no matter how he's feeling, that's who you're gonna get, you know. That's somebody that I've admired while I've been sitting back watching it like last year, like in October. So I've kind of been idolizing him, man. I put him up on a little bit of a pedestal, kind of taking notes from him, you know what I'm saying, kind of being who you are on the podcast and shit. Yeah, dude's fucking dope. The Sopranos, bro. Check it out.
Yeah, man.
It's a trip. It's just my whole point about it all. I can ramble for days, bro. It's just the dialogue he has between people. It's a trip.
I like mob movies, so when you said that, I'm thinking instantly like The Irishman and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I grew up on that shit, watching my dad watching Bronx Tales and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like everything, Goodfellas, Godfather, all that shit. Like he was watching everything, so you know.
It's the fucking passion that they acted with everything. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying?
There's people trying to make it in the world.
Yeah,
That's
man.
about it.
That's a trip. It's just fuck. I never seen The Sopranos, and I think it first aired like in '89 or '90 or some shit, or '93.
Have you ever seen The Wire?
Yeah, I seen the first season. Yeah, it should.
It get better. But that shit dope.
Yeah,
It's
no,
dope.
I like. I mean, I'm into it. I think I'm on the second season, but I don't remember it. I started it a long time ago, but I have the first season like at the crib, and I've watched that like multiple times.
What's some shows you watching now? If you get the chance to watch
The
TV.
Sopranos, that shit's dope. Go check that out if you haven't. Seinfeld, you ever watch Seinfeld?
When they ain't have cable.
Yeah, right. So I never watched Seinfeld, but that's also like
Kramer, funny as fuck.
It's skit comedy, bro. Jerry Seinfeld, the dude, John Alexander, I think, is his friend. What the fuck's his name?
The
George.
fat guy?
Yeah, a little short dude.
Georgie.
Yeah, it's just I really admire how you can believe them, how you believe these actors in certain shows. That's why they're good in great shows and they like stand the test of time. It's just the acting that goes on in between them, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's mind-boggling how people can act and like be George Costanza or Kramer. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's nuts.
Kramer. He posted man. I felt like he was Jim Carrey. Like he had that pizzazz.
Yeah, he was very what do they call that? It's a very using your body a lot, comedic acting. It's like physical acting. He's a very physical comedian. Yeah, I would say. Jim Carrey, The Mask. You ever seen that movie?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. His fucking jaw.
But what is your favorite Jim Carrey movie?
Damn.
That's kind of hard.
That's kind of hard. Honestly, I like.
If you could choose one.
I like Liar Liar.
Okay.
It's not a funny movie, but it's showing that he can do like, you know, a different role, but he's still funny and witty. You know, he's trying to be this good man in this movie and be a good dad, and he's just trying his hardest. That's all he's trying to do. You know, the underlying fact of it all, he's trying to be with his kid. And you know, it's a little. It was an emotional role that people didn't expect, I think, at the time, and he was funny. You know, yeah. he balanced it both. You know.
Yeah, that was pretty good though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But mine's got to be The Cable Guy.
The Cable Guy.
That shit is funny as hell. Man.
That's one that I didn't really watch.
You gotta watch it.
I know.
Watch it. He was trying to be friends with the dude, right, the whole damn time. And he's like, I'm gonna fix your cable. He fixed the cable one time, and then he's like, all right, bro, you not my homie. But he kept popping up like, hey, go ahead, like trying to be homies and shit, but he wasn't having it, so he started like making his life a living hell.
That's what I saw, like I think a family member watching it, and that's what I kind of like saw was some kind of weird shit going on, and I was like, I kind of scared too. I think I was young when I saw it. Jim Carrey kind of looked a little off.
Like, he got electrocuted and shit.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? But yeah, no, I haven't really watched that one.
That Dumber and Dumber.
That was hilarious too. What's his name? Lloyd Christmas. They used to say I look like him. They did, my homie. Shout out my homies. Thanks. You guys gave me great nicknames growing up. I appreciate it. They stuck with me forever.
Damn.
They called me Bruce this one dude passed away, rest in peace, Paul Morales. He named me Bruce Willis. I was like, well, Bruce Willis. I came running to Double Days to get in line, right? And I was a little bit late. And I had my head shaved. And I was like a little bit overweight. And I pulled up a picture of myself recently. Because I told the same story to somebody else. And I kind of did resemble Bruce Willis a little bit. But I'm like, damn, bro, like you have an eye for Bruce Willis. You know what I mean? Like you must watch a lot of Bruce Willis movies for you to call me that shit.
Hey, Bruce Willis got some good ass movies.
Bruce Willis, I haven't seen many of his movies, man. To be honest, I know I've seen like Live Free or Die Hard.
Die Hard, Fifth Element.
I haven't seen Fifth Element.
That shit hella.
I haven't even seen the original Die Hard.
Wow,
bro, I'm fucking up. You looked at me. You said, "Wow." You looked at me with so much disrespect.
It's so much good ass movies out, bro. It's like,
no, I know.
You can't sleep on the classics. Bruce Willis is a good ass.
I feel like I'm a classics guy too. You know what I mean?
Liam Neeson too.
What's up?
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, I don't know. What
don't get me.
Han Solo, right? Is that Liam Neeson? No, Liam Neeson.
That's the dude. I'm gonna find you. That guy.
Liam Neeson is the. Is that the English guy? The bald guy?
He's from England? No. I know who you're talking about. He's from Australia. That's the dude from Crank.
Yeah, he's always like stealing cars and like I always talk like this.
Yeah, that's dude. I forgot his name. But Liam Nelson is like he an old white guy.
Yeah, he's always finding people. Like I'm gonna find you and save my daughter, or I'm gonna save my wife, or I'm gonna save your daughter's wife. You know?
And he just keep coming back out, and the movies be fire.
Yeah. No, they are, bro. That's the funniest thing. Is like he fucking comes in. There's like 8 Russians around him. He fucking ping, 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 throws the fucking spoon in the air. The bullet bounces off the fucking spoon. He kills them all. Simple. Never ages either. This man. Simple, easy. Speaking of movies like that, very action, bang, 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 shoot 'em up. Are you into John Wick?
Hell yeah, I can't wait to John Wick 4.
Bro, me either. I saw the previews. What was I watching? Probably Avatar, honestly. Why lie?
I just seen Avatar.
What'd you think about it?
Man, I felt like that movie was hella entertaining. At first I wasn't gonna like watch it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it got a little storyline. But like after, cause it was 3 hours.
Yeah.
So after like an hour and like 40 minutes, shit started getting real. And I was like, bro, this shit is like in 5K right now. And I'm just
that right there.
in it. I'm smoking. I'm looking down. It's like 1:30. I'm like, shit, I gotta go to work. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta get up at like 6. But then it's like, bro, you got 45 minutes. Knock the 45 minutes out.
Yeah, knock it out.
And I was just sat there and just watching. I was like, bro, that's fucked up at the end. Like, it was crazy, bro. Like, definitely.
Yeah, it was. Somebody said it sucked. Like a lot of it was like a waste, like of time. But yeah, it was important. I think the beginning of the movie, like you said, it didn't really kick off until like an hour, and a half into it. But it really developed the story of them growing up a little bit. I feel like they just to kind of make the characters more important at the end of the movie.
True.
I feel like you had to do that. So I mean, you don't have to do shit. Obviously, I didn't make a fucking movie, but.
But it was definitely a sacrifice at the end. Like it could have went different. Definitely at the end. I ain't trying to, for people who haven't seen it, but
oh yeah, spoiler alert. Rewind this.
My homie would do that shit quick as fuck. He'd be like, this happened, that happened.
Oh no, bro. When people say or say, like they even bring up, have you seen? I'm like, wait, which movie? Like I don't want to be fucked up. Me. Yeah, I don't want to be fucked up, man. Have you seen any of the the news on like deep fakes, like creating, like using, like pretty much like they can take a video of someone else, right? Like a video of a human being, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking, whatever, and you can like replicate your face on there, or no, you could do that too, right?
That's like some 2K23 shit.
Yeah,
NBA.
shit like that. But like they can create a video of you saying shit that you've never said, just with like your likeness and shit that you said. Right, so like if with everything that we're saying here on the podcast, they can like chop this up, find a different way of saying all the shit we're saying, and have you say something that you've never said just from how we've like displayed ourselves, and the shit that we've said. It's pretty fucking crazy.
It's possible. AI is like amazing, crazy.
Yeah, that's what I guess what I'm talking about. AI, artificial intelligence. Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand like it's taking over everything from waitress to people, gas pumps, like everything.
I used to live like. Maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours away, and I never actually been to Pismo.
It's fun as fuck. I just like riding ATVs.
Do you have like a manual, or do you have like automatic, or do you rent one? Or?
Automatic. But I rent it. I rent it from BJ's Autos. If you see that, give me a discount.
BJ's Autos, hook up my boy. Come on.
But it's like
give me a discount too. What's up?
It's like $150. I think it's like $150 for like the whole day. But you chilling like. You don't gotta worry about no gas.
Yeah.
We on the sand on the beach. You see people with horses and shit, and you just like dune bugging and like everything, bro. It's just like super vibes.
No, yeah, it looks hella fun. I have a bunch of homies that go out there. Shout out to Misa. I always see that fool out there with like his whole crew, bro. I don't know what their crew's called, but it's like they're not only like in like ATVs, but they're like in like the cage cars, like with the 4 wheels and shit going up.
Dune buggies.
Yeah,
they got those. You can rent those too.
Dude, they got everything out there. They got their dirt bikes, everything.
They got good ass seafood out there too, and barbecue.
Oh, for real?
So
what spot do you go to out there for barbecue?
I forgot the name. It's like a little mom and pop shop.
Okay.
But it's literally right there before BJ's. It's like right on the corner, but it's smack, definitely. Seafood too. Like I just started eating seafood, so I've been learning like the different type of shellfish and stuff like that. I know that I don't like salmon. I hate that shit. Like
why?
I don't know. It just make my stomach hurt. Like it's just like weird, like super weird. Like I thought the same thing with like crawfish.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, these bitches good.
Yeah.
So I started eating those.
I like crawfish. Do you go to boiling crab? Have you been to boiling crab?
Did I?
It's
no,
like where you go.
I ain't went to boiling crab, but I went to something like that.
Yeah, we got to peel everything and shit.
Yeah, with the whole.
See, for me, it's like, fuck, I gotta sit here and peel my shit. I'm fucking stoned. I'm hungry. Like, what the fuck? I'm fucking the whole shrimp up. Did I just rip this whole fucking shrimp in half?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that, I mean, it's not a big thing, but for me, it's like, man, you try to invite me to boiling crab, be like, oh, I gotta think about it.
That shit like $60 too.
It's not inexpensive. When I was out here, my boys invited me. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll go out there. And then I went out there and I started looking at prices, and I was like, God damn. I was like broke at the time, broke. And I was like, all right, let me get the cheapest one. Let me get can I get like less corn? Can you take money off the fucking bill?
The cheapest you gonna spend in there is like $25.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I got it out for, like, $28 with a tip or some shit.
And that's still a lot, because you go to Denny's and you go get you a burger for $12.99 with the avocado.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Hold on. This is for everybody out there. My girl's always like, why do you like Denny's?
What?
The burgers from Denny's are fucking hit.
Facts.
You agree with this?